We're recording.
Yo.
Hello.
We're here.
I'm looking all like wizardy again.
See, I've got my haircut, so you know, it's all
I'm
good.
proud of you. You've gone full on member of society. Haircut, smashed at the weekend. Job's a good one.
Yep, you know it. So the F1 returned this week.
We haven't really done an intro and hi to everybody properly, have we?
No, straight into it this week.
I think that's disgusting.
You know what? We're straight into it.
Fair enough. Here we go, folks. What are we talking about first, Andrew?
Let's go, F1. So,
do that thing.
We're back. There's been quite a lot happening this week. So, firstly, obviously, race came back. But before we got to the actual race day, we had this announcement. So, F1's going to Miami next year, which is interesting.
Miami,
I know this had
been...
It had been rumoured for a while, so should be interesting. The track, as you can probably see here, is it's actually in a car park. So that's the Hard Rock Stadium, and the track goes around it. So should be interesting. We'll see.
Cool. I heard they've done a 10-season deal, which seems excessive, but I'm sure there's lots of money in it for people.
Oh yeah, I mean, the more I look at the track, the more I actually think it could be all right.
Big straights, hairpins, twisted sections.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah.
It's just another street circuit, isn't it, though? So
you're not a fan of them, are you?
No, a bit boring. So yeah, we had that. We also then had something I saw that WTF1 had posted. So the new F1 boss, Stefano Domenicali.
All do for me.
Yeah, defo got that right.
Yeah, man. Better than my pronunciation.
He did an interview saying basically don't rule it out. And he's saying they want to host one there in the next 5 years, which is good.
Absolutely.
So yeah, well, it's not been there for 30 years, or nearly 30 years, so
awesome.
Should be good. Yeah, the one that they used to do was Kyle Army, and I know that is still a track, and they still do races there. They're saying it's recently been renovated, so...
Yeah, I was going to say grade 2, so it won't be high enough, will it?
Yes, it's got to be grade 1 by the looks of it, but...
Makes sense, because they're doing stupid, like, speed and shit.
Yeah, cool, so, you know, that's a possibility. But they'll probably just add another shitty street circuit somewhere instead. So we'll jump on to what happened in the race.
Yeah, boy.
Quick rundown. So qualifying. So up to qualifying, Bottas were first. Everyone.
I do have a question though.
What if? Yeah, it will. Come on.
Did Mazispin spin?
Mazispin did indeed spin.
Legend.
So if you were playing,
if
you were playing the drinking game, you will have got. Well, you won't have got fucked because he only did it a few times. I think it is literally just that car is terrible because even Schumacher's been doing it a bit, but nowhere near as bad as Mazispin. So you know.
But he's just a shit person as well, isn't he? So.
Yeah. That was good. Yeah, so I think Bottas had been first in all practices and qualifyings up till Q3 when Hamilton got first. And Bottas got like 8th or something.
Wow. Okay.
So he did not have a good time. Verstappen was second. No, Verstappen was third or fourth. And Perez was second, so Perez did really well. Norris got second place, but then his track time got removed for just going over track limits, which seems to be quite a common occurrence at that track.
Yeah, I saw a little picture of that with like him and Hamilton.
It's really close, but yeah, so that happened.
It's something to do with the sensor on it. It drops on if you go past it or something, so they can't actually guard the car fully or some shit like that. Transponder.
Probably.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, shit happens. So race, fairly eventful, I'd like to say. We had some crashes,
we had
some spins, it started in wet.
Bit of slapping over the head.
Yeah. So we'll start with. I don't even know where to start now. Perez had a pretty poor. Hamilton had a poor start. Verstappen got up to him, got alongside him into the first corner, and Hamilton didn't want to back out, but kind of had to. And Verstappen gave him just enough room, and I think he did actually tap his car and knocked something off, which wasn't ideal.
Oh, really? Makes a big difference in those things.
Yeah, it does. I think it was just on end plates or a little bit of end plate or something on front wing, so that wasn't ideal. And then carried on. It was wet for ages. Schumacher spun. Mazispin died somewhere, I think. Oh no, I don't think he did. Actually, I think he made it to end. Can't remember now. We're gonna have to have a look. But yeah, Schumacher did a really good spin. Actually, I think I've got a picture of it somewhere. It were quite an interesting spin on start-finish straight.
Start-finish straight.
Yeah, so he was just trying to get some warmth into his tyres after one of the safety car, I think.
Oh, just a bit of the old.
Yeah. And unfortunately, he just gave it a bit too much, I think, and
oh god, if it helps, tall boy, I do that a lot on project cars too.
Yeah, but not behind safety car.
No,
not in an F1 car.
No.
So he spun it, and he was pretty lucky actually. 'Cause front of it just clipped the wall, so it just pulled front wing off, and that were it. He managed to get it started and turn back around, so that was pretty lucky.
Just getting to the leeway.
While that were happening, Russell was crashing into Bottas, or Bottas crashing into Russell, whichever way you want to see it. This were quite a controversial one, shall we say? So obviously, as we all know, Russell is a Mercedes junior driver, so he's pretty much tipped to get the Mercedes seat at some point.
Aren't they both up for contract renewal?
Yeah.
End of this season? Yeah.
All three of them are.
Oh, are they? Oh, nice.
So, not ideal for him. But the question is, why were the Williams fighting the Mercedes in the first place? So what happened was Bottas coming along. Russell had DRS, so managed to get alongside him. Bottas started, he veered across a bit where track starts to get narrower a bit at the corner. So obviously, when you go in whatever speed it is, Russell jerked it aside a bit. His rear right wheel went on grass and just lost traction and just went like that pretty much. They deemed it as a racing incident. Yeah, pretty much. I can't really argue otherwise, can I?
No, so I think...
I mean, at the end of the day, he's a racing driver. He's going to go for it. They can't say he shouldn't have been there when he should have been. You know what I mean?
100%, especially in DRS as well. It's come up alongside that, and you're gonna want to take it, especially being the car it is as well.
Exactly. So you can't blame him.
No.
And then not Russell. And then Hamilton had a little off where he. In fact, this what lap before. So Hamilton were overtaking Russell because he were not a back marker, but he were lapping him. And if anybody knows Imola, there's a hairpin. Russell went on inside, and Hamilton went to go on outside. They were a bit wet on outside, so he just went straight on pretty much. Not that fast, so he managed to keep
Just didn't
it
have
going
any traction.
through gravel, but then into wall.
Oh, sure.
Luckily, it was slow enough that it literally did just damage front wing, and that were it. He managed to get it into reverse and reversed all the way through the gravel trap, because if he'd have just reversed it a bit and then put it in first, it'd have just sunk it in. Because when you put it into reverse, it's only front wheel drive, which I didn't know. I didn't even know they had a reverse, so that's also.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
So after that, Hamilton were a lap down. But the race got red flagged, so came out pretty fucking lucky out of that one, didn't they? So he managed to let everybody that were a lap down make the lap up, just by getting pushed to front of the queue pretty much, which was pretty good for him. Managed to come back and get second, so fair play.
Fair play to
him. Lando got third. Really good result.
Good.
His team had to let him past Ricciardo because he was so much quicker.
Yeah, it makes sense. I heard something about that.
Yeah.
Ricciardo just let him through, didn't he? Like, didn't particularly.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Obviously it's team orders in it kind of thing. Sure. It seems like Lando is like number one at McLaren, like by far, which is pretty gutting for Ricciardo, I bet, but.
Got to drive faster, haven't he?
Yeah, I mean, he's not doing
if
bad.
Lando's not near him, they ain't gonna tell him to let him go past him.
Yeah, to be fair, like as soon as the commentators said like, oh, if he don't pull away from him straight away, they're gonna have to let him pass. Yeah. But he did. He just flew off pretty much. So yeah, that were good times indeed. Good race.
Good. Yeah. Is there the racing this weekend?
No, it's just a week break, and then we're back at Portimao.
Lovely.
Which is very good. Also, one thing that did actually happen after what's he called? Lando's lap got deleted in qualifying. He put like a post on Twitter or Instagram about it, and Hamilton commented saying like, don't worry about it kind of thing, just prepare yourself for a race kind of thing, you know what I mean, like a good hearted sort of gesture, which everybody really liked. And then he did the same with Russell on Sunday after he crashed.
That's nice.
So maybe everybody says he's a knobhead. But it's not,
I don't think so. I don't follow the sport, as you well know, although I sometimes contemplate it. But yeah, I haven't really seen anything. I thought he's a bit of a dick.
But one thing I have read, what somebody was saying is, he thought that Hamilton, everything he says is always like so scripted and right and all this. But what he also, that's what he said. He was like, it has to be because he's what he is.
He says anything wrong, he's ruined.
Yeah, it's going to be put so against him.
From sponsors, from media, from people, just anything.
Exactly.
He's the pinnacle.
Exactly. Well, not even that. Just the fact that he's black as well. I think that
plays
into it.
I mean, yeah, and to be fair, there are massive amounts for people out there to honestly,
so
do this shit.
What this guy was saying, like, if he'd have said anything bad in his first few years, that'd been it. Like,
ruined him. Yeah, 100%. No matter how good he is.
So I think that kind of makes sense to me.
I'd agree with that, knowing on a personal thing of the way things are taken differently as well from people. On the family and shit. So I see that wholeheartedly. Cool. Well,
one other thing.
Oh my god, I'm gonna try and watch Party Mile, but I'm not
gonna. So
you're doing a me today and just waffling on, aren't you?
Yeah, it's good. F1 happens.
Nice, nice. Good.
Aston Martin are trying to sue FIA.
Oh, okay, because the shit.
Pretty much. So the like regulations changes like impacted them and Mercedes quite heavily.
Is this to do with
the rake?
Yes. And
I won't explain it because it is very complicated.
It is, but I read a good article on it.
Yeah, so most of the cars are low rake, so it doesn't affect them. High rake cars it does affect. Hence why Mercedes is so much slower now.
Yeah. Why is Aston Martin trying to sue them when it's a regulation change so that happens?
They think it's directly pointed at them.
I think they're probably not. I thought, let's make it a bit more competitive for people against Mercedes.
No doubt, yeah. But
I probably didn't give a fuck about Aston Martin.
No,
I need to really stop swearing on this story.
And then today I've just seen a picture of Hamilton testing the new 18-inch prototype tyres for next year.
Oh, yeah, because he's so highly rated than last year.
Yeah.
Remember that flipping interview? Wow.
Yeah. I mean, but they look smart as fuck.
Yeah, they do.
Really. Another picture of them here. I just thought they looked pretty nice, actually.
Very nice.
I need to get a set of these for my polo. Yeah.
Get some on the Fiesta, that'd be right.
Yeah. I don't think it definitely won't fit in there. Yeah, that's it for F1 though. I'm sure I've missed something, but
it'd be right.
Oh no. He's gone.
Yeah.
Here he is.
Right, so it turns out I pulled out my USB, which appears to be incredibly sensitive. So I'll just edit that out. Yeah, so that was the weekend. Looking ahead, we have TCR UK Silverstone, which should be good. Shared an article and a preview of that by Phil Kinch on the Facebook group. And we also have, and what we're going to look at, well, we're not going to look at it really, we're just going to talk about it, WRC Croatia, which Mr. Andrew, it's the third round, and it's the first time in Croatia.
Oh, well, that's what I'm going to say. Does it usually go there? But
no, basically, is the answer. So it's, I think it's about 180 miles. It's like back to a full 3-day, long as fuck, full asphalt rally as well, which is actually pretty rare nowadays. Yeah. In fact, the last full tarmac rally was Germany 2019. Everywhere else has mix of.
Yeah, well, I know Germany has like a high percentage, and I know Spain's got quite a bit.
Yeah, but I think Spain's rumored to go back to full asphalt, tarmac, whatever. But it's got mix basically in it. If you take like Monza after it, I'm fucking ice anyway and shit. So.
Well, yeah, I mean it's technically tarmac.
Yeah.
Class, no one.
That's it. But yeah, man. So it's going to be good. It's supposed to be a very abrasive track. Stages, yeah, very abrasive. So it will be interesting to see how the tyres go. And obviously, it's going to be new for everybody, and I suppose new for Pirelli.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll see what it is. But there's a couple of other firsts, my man. There's a couple of firsts. So it's Ogier's last year, and I got a little quote that he said. He goes, "It's not so often when you've been in the sport as long as me that you have something completely new like this event will be. It's going to be interesting," which is a pretty cool point. It's his final year. Obviously, last year, bit of a, with obviously the pandemic and everything. And so, yeah, I think that's pretty cool. It's interesting because you don't necessarily get your tarmac specialists anymore. So I think it's going to be interesting when you look at the likes of Rovanpera, Ogier, Evans, basically all of Toyota, Tannak, and Craig Breen. It will be their first all tarmac rally in their cars.
Yeah.
So you're going to kind of see, do they have any weaknesses on the tarmac? Somewhere else is going to jump up. I mean, I doubt it. Ogier, you just think Ogier's just going to be Ogier, isn't he?
Yeah,
Tannak's going to be Tannak.
Are they
Neuville's
complete opposite and just like
well,
awesome?
that's it. You know, I mean, Neuville's good on tarmac. You know, I think it could be quite interesting.
Yeah.
And another first, are you ready for this? It is the first time that I can never say his name right, but Rovanpera,
Right to me.
somewhat along the lines, has led the WRC standings into a rally.
Fair play.
And Greensmith, Vice Rem Sport, he's got a new co-driver. So this will be the first rally as well for them. So it's kind of looking like it's going to be a good rally. It's a bit different. Tyre selection, tyre wear. Nobody's probably know. Some people are going to play it too safe, maybe.
No doubt, there always is, isn't there? Somebody will be making complete wrong decision. It's
pretty much
always
it's part of rally, isn't it? It's, let's face it, it's
part of every series.
Probably the most insane motorsport you've got in reality. The fact that you could just fall off a fucking cliff.
Yeah, true.
It's pretty sick.
I mean, going back to like making wrong decision on tires, that literally happens in like every racing series.
Yeah, 100%.
Like you look at
you can make massive.
F1 this weekend. Like there were a couple of guys started on full wets. One of them, well, both of them dropped down like quite a lot in the first few laps.
Started drying so much.
Yeah, one of them went in and got a pair of intermediates straight away. The other one stayed out for ages and pretty much right back. So
it can. I mean, I suppose if you want like control tires, you don't really get that issue like a lot of like Rallycross and stuff. But
and then
yeah,
you look at touring cars. There's always one person. Namely, I'm going to say Jason Plato. That liked to try and chance it the opposite way to everyone else, and it didn't really pay off most of the time.
No, but he's a legend for trying.
Yeah, I remember.
But it does pay off.
Yeah, one of the crofts that I went to when it were raining, and he tried putting slicks on, I think.
Legend. Absolute legend. That's why we like him, Mr. Andrew.
It is.
It's also because he's like 19, probably be raising like into his coffin. Fair play to him. I'm not even jealous. I'm just happy for him. I think it's fucking awesome. He can be that level for that long.
It's good.
It's pretty outstanding. Yeah, so I think it'll be a good weekend of motorsport. Really, you got TCR, which will be full live streams. So I'll probably send them over to you. I haven't got WRC Plus yet, and I'm trying to see if I can save any money elsewhere because I'm going to have WRX and WRC Plus soon. Because let's face it, World Rallycross is going to be pay-per-view now. Well, subscription. But that's it, people. So I'll try to keep it short and sweet on the rally. Because Andrew did a Jonathan. And yeah, man. So highlight of the F1 race from everybody. Drop the old comment. Hit us up in the old Facebook group. And also,
there was no shortage of highlights as well, so you not got that excuse.
That's true. You're right. And who's your top three for Rally Croatia? Hit me up, people, and I'll probably just say cool, because I don't know really. Not gonna lie. Is what it is. Peace out, all.
See
Enjoy.
ya.